What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the DB-01 Dinosaur Warrior, or their version of a Masterpiece Scale Transmetal Dinobot 2. So yes, this is the second version of a Dinobot 2 that I'm looking at. I also looked at Transart. Both of them were sent to me by G. Tony. Thanks for allowing me to take a look at your copy. And this one definitely feels more like a KO compared to that one. Now that one, I don't know, it also is not, top quality, but way better than this. If you watch the unboxing, which I do recommend you go back and watch, there were pieces in the box as I took it out. The head was broken apart. The accessory, which we'll take a look at in a minute, the projector guy, was broken into multiple pieces. And overall, there's just quality issues. And we'll talk about those. I'll go through them individually. So you may encounter various problems as you open up your copy. So just be aware of that and just be ready to deal with some of those issues. But let's talk about this guy. He does have some nice paint. You got the metallic white, the chromatic paint. It kind of reflects purplish in certain lights. I can't get it to show up on camera, but just like the Transart, it's got that metallic paint just like our New Age Jetfire EXR version. Nice metallic chrome red or maroon for the chest and the shoulders. Orange paint up here. Gray paint, silver paint for the head. Good looking head sculpt overall. Nothing wrong with the paint. They did a good job on the paint, but that's not where the problems are. You do have gray and silver highlights. On the tail we've got, on the back we've got the gold. Oh, it's so wobbly. Let's see if I can get this plugged in. And that's one of the issues with this. Things are just constantly coming undone and coming apart. Very frustrating. Gold paint, silver paint. All that looks really nice. But definitely loosey-goosey here. Let's go over the articulation since we're here anyways. The head is on a ball joint. It goes up and down. You can open up the mouth. Like I mentioned, it's a nice looking head sculpt. There is a light up feature, this button right here. And I mentioned the head was apart, so I glued it together, but the battery compartment's right here. There's a screw. It came with the battery, so I didn't install it, so I can't tell you what it is. But there's the light up head. It does look decent, but you may have to glue it together like I had to. And then the opening mouth does look good. The neck joint also moves. You can get it way down, way up, side to side. It comes off the ball joint really easily. That's why it was off during the unboxing. So just be aware of that. Side to side does everything you need to do. The shoulder rotate all the way around. This thing is supposed to sit all the way out. It's on a sliding joint, but it sometimes just falls. It doesn't stay. So that's not the best. Out to the side on this hinge here. And there's a cover down piece there. Yeah, this thing is just garbage. Rotation here at the elbow. I have a little paint rub there. It's like maroon paint. It looks like it's from this, but I don't even know how that would be possible because I haven't transformed it yet. So just a little spoiler alert / behind the scenes. I often will film the initial robot mode without, and there's already maroon paint right here on both shoulders. So where did that come from? How did that get like that? Anyway, continuing down, you have a 90-degree bend at the elbow, rotation at the wrist, individually articulated claws, and they do look good. You have a rotation at the waist. It feels very sketchy, so be careful with that. You have an ab crunch that also feels very sketchy, very thin and rubbery joint, so just be careful with that. This piece right here has popped off a couple times, so again, be careful with that as well. Legs will kick up to there on a ratchet joint, back to there on a ratchet joint, out to, and that's another issue. Out to the side, you have to hold this together on a friction joint. Rotation at the thigh. You have a 90-degree bend at the knee. Nice die-cast piece here. It's very inconsistent. That's a good joint, but like I said, it's inconsistent. You have this thing which is supposed to plug in right here. It constantly comes out. It doesn't stay. The Transart one was actually molded and attached. I don't think this was the right way to do it, to have it, you know, a plug-in piece, because it constantly comes out. But the foot itself has ankle tilts, unlike the Transart. Has toe tilts forward and backward, heel tilt forward and backward, and then a little bit of toe there. You can balance it, but some cases it just doesn't hold up. It's just very awkward and sometimes loses balance. The tail has lots of articulation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 joints. So you can get it really curled, but it doesn't hold. So it's one of those, I mean, it does kind of hold, but not every joint holds. So it works. It's just not the best material. Feels like that wire, bendy wire. That's what it feels like. The accessories, we get a single thing. This is the only thing in the box. There was nothing else, no instructions, nothing. And you get the little projector drone thing. Now this was broken in multiple places, or at least a part in the box. This gray piece was off. And then as we transform them, you just pull these out. You can rotate this down. And this comes off easily too, so just put that back on. The other thing that was off was this right here, this little tube is detached, so I glued that on. So I was able to fix everything. It's just things were not in the best condition, I guess I'll say. Yeah, just things love to just fall off. Let's get that back on there. Oh, come on. There we go. And for this, these are sharp, by the way, so be careful. Fold out the toes, fold this one back. Let's just do it like this. So you have kind of a foot, and then you can set this down, and he can be projecting like he did in the one scene from the one episode. It looks good, but it just is terrible quality. For a quick size comparison, there it is next to the Masterpiece Optimus Primal. Towers over him, pretty big figure here. I think it's about the same size, maybe a little bit taller than the Transart, but fits in with the Masterpiece scale. All right, and there he is in Dino mode. Absolute disaster of a transformation. I didn't even get it there. If you're watching this review and I didn't do a transformation, that's because I don't think it's going to survive. A lot of things just don't stay tabbed. They come apart. Legs don't work. I mean, he just is awful. Awful, awful. The head does look good. The mouth opens, but overall, it's just a piece of junk. You know, the whole thing is a piece of junk. Things don't tab in properly. Things are loose. This is loose for whatever reason now. I mean, it's just very, very poorly done. It does look okay if you could get it to stay together. Here's the back. But, I mean, things are just non-stop coming unpegged, coming undone. So I've had it. I don't want to do anymore. I'm probably going to send it back like this. I'm just going to wrap it up in bubble wrap and be done with it. But yeah, this is junk. Here for size comparison, there it is next to Masterpiece Optimus Prime. All right, if you stayed to this part, then you're interested in comparison with the Transart. And don't waste your time. Just get the Transart if you want this character. This is a piece of junk. It does come with the little accessory, but this is a piece of crap. This one comes with this guy plus the little eyepiece. So better accessories, better quality, better transformation, better everything. Get the Transart. So final recommendations on the DB-01 Dinosaur Warrior. This thing is pretty bad. I've got to give it a 1 out of 5. I strongly do not recommend this. There's just too many quality issues and problems. I'm not even sure this is going to survive the shipping back to G Tony. I mean, it's really that bad. Right out of the box, I had issues with things broken off. The joints are loosey-goosey. Some of them are nice, like the knee, but then the rest is loose. Things don't tab in and stay tabbed in. Things come apart. really just not good. You know, I do like the light up head feature. That's cool, but I mean, that's about it. I mean, it's really got too many problems. And I don't really know why they came out with this. It was kind of a weird timing. Transart was coming out at the same time. They didn't need to put this out. They could have waited, or could have done it earlier. Maybe it's a lower cost option compared to the Transart, but it just doesn't do it for me. So if you're looking for, you know, low cost, cheap option and you're not planning to transform it or touch it, then maybe you can get this. Otherwise, it's a piece of junk. Don't buy it. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.